Now, I've been looking a lot into the electric vehicle industry lately. I've talked a lot about NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, Tesla. Something that's really interesting to me. These stocks have done extremely well, and the automakers that have been around for decades have been not struggling, but they've not done nearly as well as these EV startups. So one company in particular is Ford. Ford CEO came out recently, he spoke on CNBC, and he said that he's confident in their electric vehicle strategy. They're spending over $20 billion over the next couple of years to transition to electric vehicles, and he says that the automaker won't cede the future to anyone. He says the time is now. This year, it's not just drawing up plans anymore. They actually are making major steps to transition their business into the electric vehicle space. I mean, why not? All these electric vehicle companies are seeing valuations higher than Ford, higher than GM, higher than all these established players, and they've only been around for like a couple of years. So it makes sense that these large businesses like Ford and GM are doing this. So Ford CEO Jim Farley, he came out and he spoke about their electric vehicle strategy. He said they're spending $22 billion between now and 2025 to help transition themselves into the electric vehicle space. Their first model, the one that they already are working on, is a Ford Mustang. It just sounds like it shouldn't work at all, but I think it has a chance. I spoke about it in my video the other day. But so with the Ford Mustang, it's not just an electric Mustang, it's an electric SUV Mustang. To me, that seems like something that's pretty weird. Like, I think the idea of an electric Mustang is pretty cool. I'd probably look into buying one of those, but an electric SUV Mustang is very different. They say that by making this electric Mustang, it's called the Mach-E, it's going to be competing with Tesla's SUV, the Model Y. They said that they're trying to focus on models that they do extremely well, and they're going to turn those into electric. So they said the Mustang is one of their, main cars, one of their, flagship cars. In addition to that, the Ford F-150 is another one of their flagship vehicles. They're going to be focusing on those and transitioning those into electric vehicles as a big part of their strategy. The other thing, though, that I think could actually drive their business is the transit van. They're working on electrifying the transit van, and I think this probably has even more potential because right now we're seeing a lot of small players entering, electric trucks and buses and vans, and these companies don't have the capacity at all. Like Workhorse is working on delivery trucks. They have very limited capacity. We're seeing other electric vehicle startups that are working on vans and trucks as well. They have very limited capacity as well, but Ford does not have limited capacity. They deliver millions of vehicles a year, and I think these electric vans could be a very big portion of their business, especially if they're looking to go the commercial route, sell these vans to, let's say, Amazon or small businesses, rather than just sell them to regular everyday consumers. I think that is going to be an important strategy. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I think that's going to be a very big strategy for them in the next couple of years, and it could drive their stock price up significantly. We've seen GM. They've spoken a lot about making dozens of electric vehicles over the next decade, and they're really pivoting their business completely into the electric industry. And I think if we see Ford do the same, we could definitely see their stock price increase dramatically as well. GM stock is up 100% in the last 6 months. Ford stock is up more than 65%. And I think if they're successfully able to become household names in the electric vehicle space, they have the technology to back it up. I think we'll see these stocks continue to rise because they do have the capacity. They already have the brand name. Now it's going to be, can they make good electric vehicles? And I think they'll be able to. I really do. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but I think Ford definitely is making the right move by moving into the electric vehicles, and I definitely think it's going to pay off for them.